That's it. And what have you got to worry about with a figure like yours?
If I don't worry, who will?
Come on, eat first, talk later. Why not join us? Come on.
I thought you would never ask. Excuse me, I'll get some coffee.
This is terrible.
Isn't that something? I tell you, all the years I've eaten Wanda's cooking, I've never had a bad meal. Never.
All right.
I bet your ears are burning, aren't they?
Don't believe word one the man says to you.
Listen, what was this flap about? Yesterday, the hospital said you called and called back, said never mind, the crisis is over.
Well, yes. There was a young man came in here, and, well, he obviously was not feeling very well. And then he came back another day, and he was really under the weather, and I said, you know, how are you, and what's happening, have you had any medical help or something? And let me call my brother-in-law, the doctor.
Wait a minute.
And he ran out of here.
When did he come in here before?
A week ago Thursday night.
That was Cassie's party. The time, remember the young man in emergency?
Oh, yeah.
Talking about.
You think it's the same guy?
I don't know. How old was he? About 20? Looked around 20 years old?
Young 20, yeah. Yeah.
There was a walk-in patient in the emergency room the other night. A kid with a gunshot wound.
Yes.
And he wouldn't give out any information, so they called me. I went down to see if I could treat him. But by the time I got there, he'd left.
He said that he went to the hospital emergency, but they were hassling him. Yeah, I think that's the same kid.
Hey, what happened to the lights?
I don't know.
I must have blown a fuse.
Where's the switch? I left them on when we went to the
Come
car.
on, let's get some lights on here.
Look, they work. How do you like that?
I like it a lot because you probably don't know where the fuse box is, do you?
You're right, I don't. But I know I left them on when we went to the car.
Somebody trying to play a trick on us?
Maybe it's the ghost. Ha ha.
You gonna spend the night here?
Of course, why wouldn't I?
Well, I'm just gonna have a little look around, all right?
So when this guy started mouthing off about your operation in Tucson and Vicky closing down Lord Manning and putting all those people out of work, I finally stood up and said he didn't know what he's talking about. Then he wanted to know my name, so I told him that.
Something like he was one for your old man, he belted you?
Something like that.
I'm real sorry about that, boy. I wish I was there. I'd taken care of him.
You don't want to tangle with that Irish lunatic.
You know this man, Harry?
Yeah, he worked at Lord Manning a few years ago.
And he must have latched onto a job at my Tucson plant.
Yeah, now he wants to sign on again. What do you think of that?
What did you say the name of that guy was?
Beckett, right here. Brian Beckett.
Oh, sure. I remember that dude. He was a foreman at the plant.
Hey, so you actually remember some of the names of the people that work for you out there?
What the hell kind of a crack is that, Rafe?
I guess he got himself noticed, huh?
Oh, he sure did. Agitating fella.
Did you ever sit down and try to talk to him?
Talk to him? You don't talk to people like that. I mean, haven't you learned that much about management yet?
I learned enough to keep Lord Manning open. That plant of yours in Tucson is a parking lot now.
Oh, and Asen knows a lot about parking lots, don't you, honey?
Oh, Lordy, Becky Lee. You're never going to let me forget that theater fiasco, are you?
Well, Asa, now, as far as I'm concerned, you've made amends most handsomely by donating the theater and the property to the Philharmonic. We're going to renovate it and use it as our home-based concert hall.
Oh, fantastic.
That's great. That's going to help revive that whole area down there.
Lord Manning has already started. Keeping the plant open has done more for that riverfront than anything in Landview.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Oh, and Asa, I don't think you even know this. The employees have formed a corporation, and they're buying the whole business from me.
Well, that is good news, Vicky. Congratulations.
Thank you, but don't congratulate me. These are masterminds over here.
No, honey, misunderstood. I'm congratulating you, because you're not going to go down the drain with the others. You're not going to hire that Beckett fella, eh?
Yeah, he's a good man. We can use him.
See, he bought stock in the company, Pa.
$5,000 worth.
And you two think you're going to come up with the rest of the money?
You better believe it.
Any outsiders allowed to buy in?
Not quite yet, but when we go public, you can...
I'd like to know.
All right.
Well, I'll tell you something. Now, that's good news. Really good news. When the people buy the plant from Vicky, Maybe old Bo get a chance to spend some time with his family. Maybe get a chance to know.
I think I'm going to stick around Lord Manning just a bit.
Yeah, I think that's really Asa's that's Bo's decision, Asa.
Indeed it is, Asa.
What did I say? I just expressed an opinion.
Yes, and we all heard you loud and clear.
Well, I think it's time for us to say goodnight, Didi. It's a wonderful evening.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate your asking.
Thank you so much for coming here. I am delighted to
No, I'll get
Night, folks.
Good night.
Sure. Didi.
I'll have lunch tomorrow then.
Oh, God.
I'll pick you up.
It's
Noon.
lovely.
Good night, Didi. Thank you so much for joining us.
Anybody want any more of this stuff?
Oh, Asa, how could you?
Yes.
That's the last of it. Yes, I promise.
Find anyone? No, everything's locked up. Doors, windows. Here, let me take that.
Thank you. Well, maybe it was just temporary power shortage or something. And it happened to be fixed the minute I turned the switch on?
Yeah, that'd be quite a coincidence.
Yeah, well, then what is the explanation?
It's simple. She just shut off the light and went out to the car.
Yeah, you know, I've been pretty absent-minded lately. That could be it. All right, who's going to help me hook up my stereo?
Dennis.
Hey, Gary.
Come on, guys. I guess you can put one speaker over there, and the other one over there.
On top of the turntable?
No, the turntable put on the dresser.
All right.
Probably change the whole thing tomorrow, right?
Hooked up?
No. Let me stay here with you tonight. I thought that your father would let you. Well, no, not permanently, but, you know, if I explained to him it's your first night here and stuff, I'm sure he'd let me. Okay, can I use your phone? Sure. It's hooked up? Yeah, I used it this afternoon. Are you sure that this was hooked up? Because it's dead now.
Okay. If your young man shows up again, why don't you call me, all right? Let me know. What do we owe here?
What is the matter with you? How many times do I have to tell you your money is not good in this establishment?
How do you expect to make a go of anything with that kind of philosophy?
Will you tell the man to put that thing in his left hand away?
I have no influence over this man.
Oh, no? Then who does?
Nobody.
All right. I'll tell you what. I'll let it go this time. But when the guy comes in next time, you call me and I'll treat him for free. Is that all right?
That's all right, if I can.
If you...
Wait a minute. Why don't you tell him to come to your office? Because maybe it was just the emergency room scared him with the, with the questions and the police. I mean, I'd be scared to death.
You're right. That's a good idea. Okay.
Will you be in all day tomorrow?
Yeah. Well, no. I'm a couple hours in the afternoon. I'm going to the Cougar practice.
Aha. Cougar. Yes. He is the team physician here, Dr. Larry.
And football?
Yes.
You mean I gotta learn football, too?
Oh, you learned base. She was great learning baseball.
Well, you couldn't have a better teacher. Ha ha.
Oh, listen, we went to about a half dozen games this season. As I met Mike Schmidt and Gary Maddox, a bunch of the other players, because he knows the team physician. We got into the locker room.
Want to go to the team practice?
No, I can't. I'm too busy with the summer club.
What about a game on the weekend? I'll hit Bo up for tickets. Wanda, why don't you join us?
Oh, no. I would really like to do that, but I have too much stuff to do here, organizing everything. I mean, Sunday.
All right.
Game day, very busy here.
Okay, well, let's do it before it gets too cold anyway.
Yes. I'm so glad you came by.
Thank you.
Thank you, and it looks very good on you.
Yes, go ahead. All right. Good night. Yes.
Call me if you need someone to watch this. I'll get the door. That's why I'm here.
Okay, would you like dessert or anything?
Coffee will be fine.
One coffee.
You don't remember me, do you?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I remember you from the meeting here.
Afraid I was going to bust up the place?
If you would have busted up the place, you would have landed in jail. There you go. Just so happens that the person that you beat up on was a very good friend of mine.
Maybe you had it coming.
There you go. Just so happens that the person that you beat up on was a very good friend of mine.
Maybe you had it coming.
And maybe he didn't. He happens to be a great guy, and he happens to have done a lot of good for Lord Manning.
Why don't you tell me about it?
Why don't I tell you about it? Why should I tell you about it? You don't have to, you don't believe, hey, you don't believe me, you just go ask anybody you want. Coffee.
Listen, I've asked, I've heard just about everything, especially from Didi O'Neill. And almost everybody else I talked to.
Right, but you don't buy it, right?
Well, he is Asa Buchanan's son, isn't he?
Yes, he is, and he's also a lot of other things. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. You've already passed judgment on him, haven't you?
No, I haven't. I haven't. Wanda?
What?
Want to have a cup of coffee with me?
Oh, you want the straight story?
Why not?
What did I do? Why is everybody all over me?
You mean you really don't know?
I'm just telling Bo about the guy that slugged him, how ornery he was when he worked for me. And this O'Neill jumps on my back. If you hadn't jumped in when
Asa, you were looking for a fight. I know
Hey,
all the
honey,
signs.
wait a minute. He was. Him.
I knew that we shouldn't come barging in here without an invitation. I'm terribly sorry. Becky, please, that's ridiculous. We were delighted to have you, and it's perfectly all right.
Thank you. I think it's time that we got going. I'm going to go upstairs and get Drew.
Okay, please.
I think that we should leave too. Okay?
Oh.
Yeah, it is getting late. I'm on the early shift tomorrow, Vicky.
Bye, Asa.
Asa, good seeing you.
Night, Ray.
Anytime. We'd love to see more of you, okay? Come on, I'll walk you out.
Thanks a lot, Clint.
You were going to tell her, weren't you?
Tell who what?
You know damn well what.
Did you forget our conversation? We agreed I would tell Didi about Drew in my own time.
You ashamed of your baby?
Don't start that. You hear?
Clayton, wait a minute. Stay out of this. If Didi O'Neill's offended by you having a son, I'm going to tell you something, boy. That damn well forget the whole thing. I'll adopt him. Becky Lee and I will raise him, and you stay damn clear of that boy.
No.
Asa, this isn't the time to be talking about this.
Well, just tell me the time. Just tell me where or when.
I'm not saying I don't agree with you. We talked about this, Bo. It might be better for Drew in the long run if he had just one father.
Yeah, one that stays at home and is there when he really needs him, not one that goes gallivanting with strangers. I'm going to tell you something, Bo. Right now, you are going to have to make a choice. And the choice is going to be him or them.
Look, Pop, I'm really sorry.
What'd you do?
Well, I was the one that talked you into going over there tonight.
Well, I didn't know the great man was going to be there.
Yes, even so,
Boy, he's some job of work, huh? What'd you think of having him for a father-in-law?
Well, I
Wouldn't that be something? Going down to the mansion for Thanksgiving, him sounding off while he's carving the Thanksgiving turkey. But, he ought to have a hotline to the White House. He could call the president and tell him how to run the country.
I get it.
Except with Asa Buchanan, the president would have to call him.
Yes, all right.
All right. I'll stop. I just hate to think of you making a choice between him and me.
That's never going to happen.
Well, I hope not. You want something from the kitchen?
No, I think I'll just go to bed.
Good night, sweetheart.
I gotta tell you, sweetheart, sometimes it is damned uncomfortable being Asa Buchanan's nephew. Then I stop to think, what if I was his son?
Bite your tongue.
I mean, the kind of pressure he puts on Bo and Clint, jeez.
I was wondering in the car, what about Drew? What's it going to be like for him? What's he going to be when he grows up, growing up in Ace's house?
Well, I think Becky will probably keep him pretty level-headed.
I know she'll do her best. There's still Asa there, though. I was thinking about something else. Make me a promise.
Another one?
Mm-hmm.
I made you a whole bunch when we got married.
Well, just one more. Promise me we won't ever impose our viewpoints on our kids when they grow up. Make them be what we want them to be and do what we want them to do.
That's not my style, Sam.
I know, I'm just checking. Why am I here?
Contracts.
Contracts, thank you very much. Hey, I didn't even tell you about this. I spoke to one of the employees at the bank down the street, and the whole entire group is getting together, and they're taking over the health club from 7 to 9 Monday mornings. How does that sound?
Honey, do I hear the water running?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, you do. Hold on. I don't believe it.
Is anything wrong?
I
I should have anticipated this. Brad and Connie seem to have left the hot tub and sauna running.
Sweetheart, that could have been dangerous.
Yeah, it could have been. It's also extremely inviting. How about we relax for half an hour?
That's the best idea you've had all night.
Mm-hmm. First of many. Come this way.
Lead on.
So you want to come in?
I guess I better. In case you need a ride back to the theater, and it's okay with your dad, you can stay with Cassie's.
Yeah. You'd really like it if I stayed there with her, wouldn't you? Make you feel better?
It would for everybody.
All right. Huh? It's just when I was afraid of he's gone to sleep. He always leaves this little lamp on for me, I can tell.
Why don't you go wake him up?
No. If I woke him up, he would never get back to sleep again. And he would be so grumpy, he would definitely say no anyway.
Yeah.
Cassie will be fine. She's all locked up in there. You don't believe that stuff about the ghost, do you?
Of course not. Well,
Why don't you have soda or something? You know.
don't you have an 8 o'clock tomorrow?
Yeah, but
So do I.
Communications 31?
Yeah, right. How'd you know?
I'll see you there.
That's great. Okay.
Can't ditch me that easy.
Who's trying?
Well, it's not as if I've seen you that much this summer.
Well, you know, both of us working and everything. Anyway, you and I, we went out with Gary and Cassie a couple of times. I mean, it wasn't just like I walked away.
You like Laurel, don't you?
Oh, come on.
No, I mean...
She's a little too old for me, don't you think?
I mean her sophistication. You know, she's a woman of the world.
Yeah, I guess I never thought of her that way before. But anyway, you've got pretty good sophistication yourself. I mean, look at your Cassie's party.
Well, what, you mean I should try some more of that?
No.
Why not?
Joy, because you're great the way you are. You're not Laurel. You're Joy. With all those cute little freckles and that turned-up little nose.
You make me sound like Pippi Longstockings.
Is that so bad? Stop being so sensitive.
Persuade me.
You know, you're a great kid.
Bah.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Okay. Kid. Freckles.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment.
I'll tell you something, Papa. I don't know what people did before they invented these things.
It was called the manual shift typewriter. And before that, the goose quill pen.
It's 11:30. I don't know about you, but I'm starved.
Half an hour to lunch.
Ah, come on, you're management. You don't have to deal with that stuff anymore.
Well, now, how is it going to look if I walk out here at 11:30 on my way to a 3-martini lunch?
Somebody say something about lunch?
Ryan, how are you? How's the first day on the line?
Like I never left. Morning, Didi.
Morning.
Well, Harry, got a long way to go to catch up.
What does that mean?
Well, you know, modernizing the place, improving productivity.
Well, we're working on it.
Well, would you mind a few suggestions?
No, go right ahead. We can use all the help we can get.
Well, for one thing that I noticed, you got 4 guys dragging finished pumps from the assembly line to the shipping room. Why not let a conveyor belt do that?
We're working on it.
Bo Buchanan suggested it. The conveyor's on order.
Well, I guess I stepped into that one, huh?
I guess you did.
Pretty teed off at me, aren't you, Didi? I mean, you know. So I went off half-cocked. What else is needed?
Nothing, apparently.
Didi, I'm trying to apologize.
I'm not the one you should apologize to.
Yeah, okay, so you're right, I know, but... Hey, how about lunch?
I have a luncheon date, thank you.
Oh, wait, let me guess. I bet it's, I bet this guy's got the same initials as, I have.
You got it.
I hate to put a cramp in your social life, but this is a business office, so if you don't mind.
How about lunch tomorrow?
I have computer class tomorrow between 12 and 2. Can you initial that for me, please?
Computer, huh?
Yeah, Bo orders the computer to take care of accounts receivable, inventory, stuff like that.
Somebody's got to learn how to operate it.
And naturally, you volunteer, huh?
Yes, I volunteered.
You know, that is even better.
Knock it off, Brian.
Okay. Well, how about you, Harry? You free for lunch?
Yeah, sure, if you want to eat in.
It's fine with me. I'll tell you what, I'll run down to the diner, I'll pick up a sandwich, and, Listen, you want to go to the ball game on Sunday? I know a guy's got season tickets, and he's not using them this week.
Sure, why not?
All right. I know you guys are busy, so I'll just...
Now's your chance, Brian.
Mr. Buchanan? Well, sorry about what happened at the diner the other night. You know, hitting a man when his arms are down. I sure hope you'll accept my apologies.
Sure.
Hey, you got a free swing if you want it, you know?
Oh, no, that's all right. It's not the first black eye I've ever had. I'll live.
Me too, I guess. Well, listen, I want to make it up to you some way, you know. How about joining old Harry and me at the ball game on Sunday? I got a friend of mine who's got some extra tickets. I got 4 of them.
Well, that's okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. But I got tickets. Thanks anyway. Excuse me. Dean, be safe. Ready to go to lunch? Thought we'd just go over to Wanda's diner, okay? It's close.
If the boss here let me take off a little early.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Right.
He's all hard, isn't he? I'll be back at 1.
Yep.
I wonder how Bo Buchanan got tickets to the game. It's all sold out.
I hate to be the one to lay this on you, but Bo Buchanan owns the Cougars.
No fries on the side?
No way, Jose, no fries on the side.
Not even for you, Joy. Don't tell me you're on a diet.
I sure am. Let's grease and more veggies.
This isn't greasy.
Never mind. I cannot fight with that. Joke, how's school?
Great. Terrible.
Can't please everybody.
Well, no, it's not that bad. It's just that, well, actually, I have most of my classes in the morning, so I get out early.
Well, that's terrific. That means you have the rest of the day to study.
Well, I wouldn't know about that. You'll have to ask the smart one over here. What are you talking about? You got a full scholarship. Did you know that?
Yes, I know that. I read about that in the paper. Are you going to take advantage of that? Huh? I mean, you're going to study a lot? You're not going to goof off?
Well, I have to, because if I did, my pop would be on my back. Do you want to come over to my place to study for the poli-sci quiz?
What?
Oh, well, this graduate assistant tipped me off. This guy, Professor Kemp, he always gives a pop quiz just to see if everybody has studied the required reading.
Wait a minute. My place?
Yeah, I got a job as a caretaker, and there's an apartment that goes with it.
Are you kidding me?
Really. It's at the Athenaeum Theater. The Philharmonic is taking it over.
Yes, I heard about that.
Well, they had this caretaker there who lived in the building as well, and he quit, so I applied for the job. And she got it.
And of course, the fact that your father is the conductor is...
Oh, that had a little to do with it. Anyway, I get minimum wage, plus I get a room, free.
Oh, my dear.
Hey, Wanda, you got a minute?
Wait, you wait. Excuse me. That's terrific. I'm very happy. You what?
How'd it go last night? What do you mean, how'd it go? Well, did you see any ghosts? I scared them away. How? I put a tape in my stereo. I turned it on really loud and I couldn't hear them. Doesn't mean they weren't there. Ha ha ha, you trying to scare me? You don't mind if I don't come and study with you tonight, do you? Are you being serious? No, I'm just kidding. No, actually, I do have to go and see Connie at the new health club at the Vernon Inn. Oh, are you going to join? No. I'm going there to audition to be a chinchilla. You a chinchilla? What's wrong with that? No, really. Come on, you get a little pay, and you get to see all the games free. Why don't you try out too? It'd be so much fun if you... What, are you crazy? No way. I gotta study the books real hard this year. I can't let anything get in my way. I guess you're really gonna show your mom, huh? I don't have to prove anything to her. I want to prove it to myself. Anyway, I gotta get started. Well, I hope you win. Good luck. I'll see you later. Bye. Are you sure that you're ready? Come on, cut the suspense already. Let's go. What do you think? It's incredible. Good? It's great. I hope the cheerleaders enter during halftime or something because no one's going to watch the football game. That's great, huh? It's terrific, honey. What are you doing? You don't want to sign up to be a chinchilla too, do you? Why not? Well, honey, I don't know. I mean, you know, being half owner of the team and everything. I guess it wouldn't be very distinguished. No. But it might make Bo jealous. And, well, Asa thinks that I should, you know, make Bo jealous. But I guess with me prancing on the field, I would probably just make him mad instead. Yeah, I think so. Let the other girls do the cheerleading. You work on Bo your own way, okay? Yeah, I thought about that, too. But there's going to be a team meeting this afternoon, and both Bo and I will be there. Do you think maybe I should model this for the guys? In the locker room? Uh-huh. Like in front of, like, the whole team? Well, the coaches will be there, too. No, I don't. I think that the team has got to have their mind on the game. I don't think you would get out of there alive. But I thought that I might inspire them. You would. I don't think they need that kind of inspiration, Delilah. Plus, you just being there, it's important. It's business, isn't it? I mean, they have to announce the broadcasting by satellite of the games, right? Right. So it's a press conference, and don't you think that you might upstage it a bit? Yeah, I guess you're right. You know I'm right. Okay. And Bo probably won't even be there because he's too busy getting the Lord Manning on its feet.
Yeah, do you know that I heard the workers are going to buy the plant from Vicky?
Where'd you hear that?
Last night, Rafe and I were invited to Landfair by Vicky and Clint, and Harry O'Neill was there.
And Bo, too?
Yeah, Bo was there.
With Didi?
Yeah, I think she was there, too.
Yeah, that figures. But, well, maybe I can get his attention this afternoon, and I better go change, because I don't want to be late.
Okay.
Thanks, bye.
Okay, you look great.
Thanks, Sam.
All right.
Anyway, I'm just sorry that Paul had to show up at Clint's and Vicky's last night.
It wasn't your fault.
Yeah. But there's times I'd like to take that old man, just tie him up, just roll him down a mountain.
Oh, that'd be a neat trick.
Yeah, well, it's been tried before plenty, but nobody's been able to pull it off. The thing that I wanted, though, is for you to get to know Vicky and Clint, Sam, Ray.
I did. And so would you just stop worrying about it? I mean, it was a great evening, beautiful dinner.
But...
Did I say but?
No, you didn't have to.
Okay, maybe I was a little upset, maybe.
Yeah, still are, it seems to me.
Well, every time our fathers get together, it goes up in smoke. And when I came home, Pop implied that I was going to have to choose between you and him someday.
I know. Lisa has said the same thing to me so many times, in so many words. You know, he is so jealous of your family and you that he can't even see straight. Just because of the way you all took me in, adopted me, you know.
Maybe we should just back off for a little while.
No. Maybe what we ought to do is we've got to bring them around to us. See, I'm not going to let my own man, or yours, manage the way we live our lives, okay? If they understand how we really feel about one another. Did you have to go straight back to work today?
No, I think Pop can do okay without me. Why?
No, listen, there's something that I have to tell you.
Excuse me, can I get you a little dessert or a little something?
No.
I don't want anything,
fine.
thank you.
Yeah, just a check, okay, Wanda? No, don't start, because I swear I'll never eat here again if you don't let me pay for this meal.
All right, fair enough. I was just going to trade you a little lunch for a little information. Huh?
What kind of information?
Well, I understand that the Cougars are a 3-point favorite this weekend.
Yeah, the spread ought to be a little bigger than that.
Wait a second. Is that inside information?
No, that's my opinion.
A little prejudiced, I think.
Maybe.
Well, yes,
maybe.
but wait a second. Does that mean that I should give the 3 points and bet on the Cougars?
No,
yes.
Listen, that is your money. I don't give out advice about anything like that. Reminded me of something, though. I got to get over to practice. There's a news conference or something.
I'll take that, thank you.
Ooh.
My treat.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Wanda,
Oh, darling.
listen, I'm going to call you later, okay?
Better.
Because we have to talk.
Okay.
Dee, why don't you take the rest of the day off and why don't you go with him?
Oh, I don't think that'd be a real good idea.
Oh, you mean because his partner would be there?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know about that, because I read about it in that National Intruder. She got part of the Cougars that was a part of the divorce settlement. Is that so?
Yes, that's so. But I'm not too sure that was such a hot idea.
All right, listen up. Okay, cool it. Got a little short press conference at 1 o'clock. Everyone will attend. I don't want to see anybody naked because it's going to be late as well. We got game films at 1:30, and don't forget your playbooks, girls. Womack, I want to see you. Oh, JJ, can I talk to you a second?
Hey, sure, Doc. How you doing, buddy? Okay, I checked your records here. You checked in about 10 pounds light this year.
That kind of figures. I'm cooking, Doc. Me and your lady split.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Listen, you better try and find a way to put the weight back on. You're going to sweat a lot of it off this season.
Got you, Doc. I'll work on it.
Get the showers.
See pattern. How do my guys look?
It's so far so good. We're still working on McCulloch's knee, see how the surgery takes.
Well, either it does or it doesn't, right, Larry? Larry, I want you to meet Ken Romack. Say hello to Dr. Willett.
How you doing? Nice to meet you. Listen, I checked his records. I wish the whole team were in the same kind of shape as you.
Hey, I guess I'm just lucky. Never been hurt in high school or college.
Good, good. You stay healthy. You go a long way, kid.
Okay.
Take care.
Hey, come. Somebody I don't know what it is, but I don't want to come in unless you give permission. See me? See you. Nice thing.
Is it okay for me to come in?
Oh, we can't keep the owner out. Okay, guys, cover up. Cover up.
Uh-oh. Hey, what happened? Oh, my word. Hello.
Hello.
How
I'd like you to meet someone.
Oh, yes, I'd like to meet her, too.
This is the new co-owner of the Cougars. This is Delilah Buchanan.
All right. Hello. How are you?